Hey y'all, we at Vibrant Frequency Studio. We doing a spotlight artist interview. Who are we here with today?
Elias the Infinite.
And where you from?
LA.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your music?
I'm a multifaceted creative. And I'll make dope hip hop music.
Hey, okay. Can you share a little bit about your background and like what influenced you to start getting into music? And how old were you when you started making music?
Wait, which one first?
How old were you when you started making music?
I was 13.
What influenced you to get started?
What influenced me to get started making music was life.
What was happening in life that was like, let me just lay the 16 down real quick? Did you see somebody you knew rapping? Did you have a story that you just had to get out? Your only way to express? Like, what was it for you that like prompted that? Just naturally creative.
A lot of stuff. A lot of things all at one time. So it's kind of hard to get into, but just like the pressures of just being black, growing up in the hood, and kind of just not having a voice. So wanting to not have a voice.
Yeah, I feel that. That's deep. So, what made you choose your name, Elias the Infinite?
It used to be Florence the Infinite, because I lived off of Florence and Prairie in Inglewood. And you know, that meant like flow forever. So I was like, kind of like, wanted to upgrade because that name came with a lot of other stuff too. So I chose to use my actual name, which is Elias, which means man of God. So man of God forever. I feel like I keep truth in my rap. So truth, God, you know, that's how that name came about.
I like that. I've heard your music. It's really dope. I think you're a great storyteller. I can see what you're saying when you're telling it. And your visuals are really dope. Can you explain? I know, but I want them to know. What do when you put out BU, you had the white eyes. What is that? That's really, that's like a signature. That's really dope. What does that mean to you?
Looking within, because my project called BU. So I wanted the white eyes to be like, paying homage to that. Like paying tribute to the name, basically.
What do you see when you look inside yourself?
Myself.
Give me 3 words. How about that?
I'll just give one. Infinite. Yeah.
Alright.
Infinite.
What musical influences shaped your artistry?
Musical. Michael Jackson, Kanye West, Gorillaz, Sade, Common. That's just like to name a few. But that's like the first musical influences I think I had. Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu.
Tough.
Yeah, and that's about it. That's what I can remember. And then also later on came like Wayne and everybody else. Shady. So, you know, you gotta study. Wu-Tang. Everything.
What about like, cause when I look at you, I see like an aesthetic. Even looking at your page, there's an aesthetic. So there's a visual component to your art as well. Can you talk about that just a little bit? Like, what do you have any visual influences? What inspires you to put the like? I don't know how you put yourself together. Is there inspiration? Like fashion, movie.
I like hella movies. I guess I see a lot of people because I skateboard. So kind of get like my own natural fashion. Kind of just got it easy because just seeing everybody else do their own thing and kind of seeing the clones too. Kind of just inspired me to know what I don't want to do and what I do want to do with how I dress. When it comes to aesthetics though, like I just always like restaurants and stuff that was like, or just anything like stores and all that had like a certain signature to it. So if my swag got like a swag, that's dope. It's just the signature, like, you know, making sure that I got a staple look and that it stand out from the rest of the crowd. That's all that, you know, I'm trying to do. So if I'm successful with that, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So yeah, to touch back on the visual, like even because you have two parts to your album BU. There's part A, side A and side B. Even the visual on that is different, but it's similar. It's just the whole vibe. It's just an aesthetic. I really like the tape. I really like the video for Caution, which is on side B, right? Yeah, that's a dope album. What was your creative process in creating it? How did you know you wanted to be two sides?
Well, it's like, I guess you could say it's the ending to a series of projects I've been putting out since I started making music. And those projects are called Balance. And like, balance, got to do with the yin yang. So when I thought about side A, side B, it was really like marketing. It was a lot going into it because it's like people's attention span shorter. Also, like my storyline is kind of like, talking to the yin and the yang, balancing it out, trying to figure out, decide life, grow through that kind of compass of seeing things through the black and white to get to the gray area stuff and things like that. So BU kind of like side A, kind of like the yin, and side B kind of like the yang. But it's not the, originally that wasn't the like original way it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like all one body of work. I actually just recently put on my website the full original way it was supposed to come out, like from basically the track list order that I originally intended it to be. And then I also added some live band renditions of songs that I did off the album, like some favorites.
Dope.
So that's all right now on my website exclusively for like $20. So if you're trying to, you feel me, come through. Nobody know that yet. I guess this is where I'm premiering it because I just did it like, I guess like a week ago. So it's been sitting there for a little minute. But yeah, so that's the reason for the project.
Tell them the name of your website so that they can purchase that.
My website is eliastheinfinite.com. So pretty straightforward. You can just type in Elias the Infinite on Google, any search engine, it should pop up. And if you add that .com, it should take you straight to my website. I got merch on there too, so we got the whole thing. It's cracking over here.
It's a couple questions I want to ask based off that, but you also have a company called Huli Pack.
Right.
Can you talk about what Huli Pack is, and what made you start the company?
Huli Pack is a brand to basically help the misunderstood misfits and hooligans around the world, inspire them and uplift them through using events, merchandise, music, all of the above. So I started the brand originally with a group. It was always, I had the brand. At first it was a skate/parkour brand because I was into that when I was younger. I started it also when I was 13. I got with a dope ass clique, you feel what I'm saying? We started making music, taking over the city, going everywhere, some legendary shit for real. Simultaneously with doing that, the brand was giving back, so every purchase we clothed a homeless person. So we were doing that, doing a lot of giveaways, doing a lot of events that help fund being able to buy the merch for people to purchase it and be able to give back in that way. So the brand just evolved in a more way, encompassing kind of just like a lifestyle of a type of person. A person who's willing to not only look out for themselves, but the people around them in the spirit of music, in the spirit of inspiration, in the spirit of uplifting, whether it be through clothing, through entertaining, through being a good person, whatever it is. People could associate with the brand and be like, I'm a Huli. And that's kind of why I made the brand, but also it's how it kind of got developed a little bit. So yeah.
That's dope. Do you think you've grown? Well, of course you've grown. You were 13 when you started it, but you spoke about evolution. And how have you evolved with your music and your brand and just like as a person?
I'm more particular with my energy and like who I fuck with and who I don't. And it's a lot that go into that, but it's basically you gotta know yourself, know your worth at all times, no matter what. Can't let nobody trick you out your position, and you gotta stay focused.
How do you maintain your boundaries and your balance? You spoke about yin and yang a lot, the evolution and growth and all that. How do you maintain yours?
How do I maintain mine? That's a good question. I guess I just got regiments and stuff. Like I got things like Inception. They had those little things that like remind them that they in a dream. I kind of had that for myself in a more spiritual way. So it was like I'm tapped in with myself and my ancestors, God. I just keep that close, and I feel like when I'm ever in need or I need some guidance, I just look at love and I'm good. So it kind of varies depending on the circumstance. As I grow, boundaries shift and change, just like my taste buds.
That's deep. That's deep. It's like grounding, but also pulling. It's like a tug and pull kind of, because you've been pulled up in the air with the ancestor, the spiritual realm, God, and being pulled down, ground the earth to make sure I'm here right now, I'm present. That's dope. That's beautiful, and I definitely see that in your art. So that's dope. Where do you envision your artistry and career progressing in the next 5 years?
Big Lamborghini, Japan, tour, fat ass Rolexes, big booty bitch, all the above. But like for real, just like being able to do the things that I wanted to do as a kid, like as a 13-year-old when I started this, and then also being able to give back to the people around me, see them smile, see random people smile, and the youth, help the youth grow and blossom into what they supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope. It's needed too. Because you said that, I just want to ask, if there was one thing you could say right now to your 13-year-old self, what would you tell him?
To 13-year-old me, I told 13 me, like, you're actually cool. Like, don't believe the hype. Like, the stuff that's weird is cool. That's what I would tell 13 me.
And what would you tell, if you had to give one piece of advice to all your fans right now, or not even advice, just one message, what would you give to them?
Message to my fans. Don't copy me.
Do your own thing.
Do your own thing, for real. Be you, because it's actually really cool, and that's the reason why I made the album. It was for you to see me do me, so you can figure out how to do you good, too. Type shit.
And when you're making a song, not any particular song, but how do you go through your creative process? Like, do you make beats as well?
Sometimes. I'm just getting into it.
Okay.
Just getting into it.
Alright, but so how do your creative process go about? Like, how do you start writing a song? Or do you always write? Do you freestyle?
It depends. Like, some days I can force it. I like to be able to pull it from different ways, so I stretch the muscle in different ways. So some days I wake up, I'll write without a beat, just whatever's on my mind. And kind of like, that's more like my genie spiritual vibe, because it's like if I just write without a beat, I already kind of got in my spirit, and then it'll find a home. So some beat will come that like fits the verse. But when I write to a beat, usually I'm like really moved by what's happening. Like, sometimes a verse can inspire me, it can move me, or like it can be like the overall production. If the overall production inspires me, it's really just like the alley-oop from the producer, for real. They be having little hidden messages in the sonics, and I think that just taps into stuff that we start creating from that. So I feel like that's also nice. Or sometimes like I'll get a word like a strange word like nincompoop. I'll be like, I never heard that in a song before, and then I want to put it in a song. Or like just try experimental shit that just seem kind of weird, but like it feels good to do. And that's kind of like where I've been finding my groove lately.
Okay. And I see you had some dope collaborations, and you just talked about building off of the sonics as a producer. How do those collaborations influence you, like in your artistry? Do you think it like challenges you, or plays a part in making it bigger, or how do you feel about that?
Um, I think I'll just try to find the best thing that fits in that moment for that vibe. And if it feel like it's big, like it feels like it's a thing that could connect to a lot of people, then I go for it. So I don't really think about it too tough until after it's done. And I'm like, okay, where is this going? So I have a lot of songs just like sitting, but the right ones will come out. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. And I just want to do a quick this or that real quick. So you could just say one, you can explain it, or you don't have to. Freestyling or writing?
Writing.
Well, I know you just started, but making beats or writing lyrics?
Writing lyrics.
Recording alone or with the group?
With a group.
Performing at small venues or big venues?
Big venues.
What was the biggest venue you performed at?
It's either Velasco or what's the biggest venue? Velasco or the Beehive.
Oh, that's a good spot right there.
Yeah.
That's a nice spot. Albums or singles?
Albums.
Boom bap or trap?
I like both. Can I do both? No.
I'll let you pass on this one.
Yeah.
Melodic flow or straight bars? You gotta pick one this time.
Straight bars.
Okay. You like doing one take or you like doing layers?
Whatever it takes, but one take.
I feel that. Okay. And yeah, let me see if I got something. Okay. Do you have any music dropping soon that you would like to share with the people? Or any projects coming out soon? Yeah,
I do. But I can't share it. But I can say it's coming.
Okay.
But it's gonna be dope. Deluxe is out right now though. So that's y'all can go grab that. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on streaming platforms, so I don't think I am with this one, just the way stuff is going, you know, in the industry, just in music in general. So come straight to the platform, support your artists. Feel me? I built the website myself, got the music produced all the way from scratch myself. So yeah, come support your black business, your black artists. We out here.
Yeah, and go watch his video Caution. Go to his Instagram. Tap in with him. He's dope as hell. He was just at the jam session, so y'all might recognize his face from that. Elias the Infinite, y'all. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mayday, I just kill me a rapper. I do this in real life, these niggas be actors. Give up your Oscar, I'm taking the Grammy. They envy and jealous, and carrying malice. You hate the credit, that's a whole lot of balance. Yin and yang, love your pain, all the same. It just get worse when you up in your status. I'm up in this heat when I rap to the masses. Caution, nigga, back to back up. Legendary like the OG. We blowing cause you sick and phony. Now these niggas thinking that they know me. But you should be cautious if you not my home. Feel like I'm Batman, I'm fighting